The Legend of Ragnar Lothbrok and the Snake Pit. This story is a famous Norse legend blending historical events with traditional myths about the legendary Viking warrior, Ragnar Lothbrok. Once upon a time, there was a king who ruled over parts of Denmark and Sweden, Ragnar Lothbrok. He was a renowned hero and an adventurous spirit who led his longships in raids all across Europe. On one occasion, Ragnar decided to make a daring raid on Northumbria in England. This time he was overly ambitious and set out with only 2 small ships rather than his usual large fleet. Unfortunately, his ships were wrecked in a storm, and he and his men were captured shortly after washing ashore. King Allard of Northumbria, who knew of Ragnar's fearsome reputation, devised a cruel and unusual death for him. Knowing that a conventional execution would invite swift vengeance from the other Vikings, King Yella chose a more terrifying method. He ordered Ragnar to be thrown into a deep pit filled with venomous snakes. As Ragnar was cast into the dark, snake-infested pit, he did not beg for mercy. Instead, he started to sing of his great victories and adventures. In his final moments, as the vipers began to strike, he defiantly uttered his most famous lines.
How the little pigs would grunt if they knew how the old boar suffers!
This was a chilling warning to King Yella. Ragnar was referring to his son's legendary warriors, like Ivar the Boneless and Björn, Ironside as the Little Pigs, and himself as the Old Boar. He was telling the king that his sons, upon hearing of his horrible death, would be driven to a furious and bloody revenge. True to his prediction, after Ragnar's death, his sons gathered an immense Viking force known as the Great Heathen Army. They invaded England to avenge their father. They eventually captured King Allard and in a horrifying act of vengeance, executed him using the legendary and brutal method known as the Bloody Moon. Ragnar Lothbrok's story remains one of the most enduring Viking sagas, symbolizing the warrior ethos, the spirit of exploration, and the powerful, fierce concept of Viking vengeance.